Ooh-wee. From the east to the west, that smoke.
It looks like Fat Joe was getting into healthcare and dabbling a little bit into politics. Earlier this month, on February 16th, Fat Joe uploaded a video to his Instagram account advocating for all who seek an overall better healthcare system, joining with a national organization called Power to the Patients, demanding that hospitals obey a federally mandated rule. Damn, who would have thought? It took effect in January 2021, requiring all U.S. hospitals to provide clear upfront pricing information for all the services they provide. You know how when you go to the hospital, they give you the Band-Aid, a slap on the ass, and tell you to put some ice on it and send you on your way, only to open the mail a month from now, along with the missed car payments and back child support letters, is a bill from the hospital visit you now forgot about. That the Band-Aid and slap on the ass is now gonna set you back like 2 stacks. So by enforcing this bill, when the doctor tells you, get on the table and lean back, you can say, hold up, Jack, how many stacks? So I'm gonna leave you with these clips, because I'm running late for a prostate exam.
Out this box, where I'm headed, where I'm at in my life, fighting for the people. By the way, we just won the House of Energy and Commerce passed health transparency 49-0, meaning Democrats and Republicans, bipartisan, for the stuff I went to Washington with, Power to the Patients. 49 yes, 0 no. We're changing the world. We're helping the people. Now, am I flawed? Am I a sinner?
You went to Congress. This is something that is actually one of the few things that has bipartisan support. So what's going wrong? Tell people what's happening in hospitals if they don't already know.
You know, in the hip hop community is always the black and brown. This is the one thing is the white, Asian, Amish, Native American, black, brown, whatever you call this is bipartisan. And so people are losing their homes, they're losing their families. You know, if you just went out to the street right now, you'll see how many men are walking, hobbling across the street. There's a reason for that. They're afraid to go to the hospital because the prices are too high. And so what they do is they don't go for checkups, they don't fix it, and before you know it, they have serious issues. They wind up losing their homes. You know, when nobody wins when the family feuds. When the family's arguing over money, some people don't know whether to do a hospital procedure or send their kid to college. This is scary stuff. You know, I heard a story about a young lady in the Amish community. She was supposed to have a kidney transplant. But do you know that when you go to the hospitals, they make you sign a waiver that says if you don't pay the bill, they can take your property. So her family were debating whether they get a kidney transplant or they might be giving up the farm. So this is all over America. And this is a law already. So you don't have to reinvent the wheel. The law is there. You just have to enforce it. And we saw when they enforced it, the first 2 hospitals were compliant immediately. So we know that this works, and all they got to do, and I never thought Fat Joe the rapper would be saying, enforce the law. But I am right here on CNN.
I was going to ask you about that. You have gone looking at what's happening, and I want to give you a statistic because I started looking at this as well. You sort of inspired me to go, okay, let me check this out. In 2019, there was a study that was put out, and it was published in a medical journal, and it said that bankruptcy, that people are going bankrupt. It is the number one reason why people are going bankrupt.
There's
medical bills.
100 million Americans in medical debt. The census says there's only 300 million Americans. So that's 1 in every 3. Now, this is young, this is middle-aged, this is old. And at the same time, if you just thought about how many people in your family or friends that you know that are going to medical procedures now. And so to simplify it, we just want to know the prices. You got Burger King, you got McDonald's, you got Carvel, you got Baskin and Robbins. We just want to know because there's some hospitals charging people $300 for an MRI, and they're also charging in the same hospital $3,600 to other patients. Price gouging. I want to know what's the difference in the prices. Maybe I could shop here. Maybe the hospital down the road has a better price for me.